Hello, all you beautiful neurospicy people, and welcome back to part 2 of the trigger series. In the last episode, we talked about what a trigger is, that moment your nervous system hits the danger button because something feels unsafe. We also unpacked how it's not just in your head, but it's your body's protective system doing its job, maybe a little too enthusiastically if you're neurodivergent. So your brain is basically saying, hey, something like this hurt us before, let's not do that again, even if what's happening right now is totally different than what happened before. So today, let's explore how triggers actually show up in your daily life, in your tone, your reactions, your relationships, because triggers don't always look so dramatic. Sometimes it's loud, but sometimes it's quiet. Really, really quiet. So if you're new to the channel, I'm Chantal, a late diagnosed ADHDer and a coach for the mental well-being of neurodivergent minds. So let's dive in. A trigger can look like snapping at someone you love or suddenly shutting down mid-conversation, or feeling this wave of defensiveness like you need to prove your point right this second. It's that moment you walk away thinking, eesh, why did I get so upset? That wasn't even a big deal. But your body decided it was a big deal because something about the situation matched an old emotional memory. Think of it like an emotional deja vu. You're not reacting to the person right in front of you. You're reacting to the ghost of an old experience that felt so similar. And this is where it gets emotionally tricky. When you're triggered, your brain flips from connection mode to protection mode, like we discussed in the last episode. That's when we say things that come out sharper than we meant, or we go completely quiet. That freeze response where your brain checks out just to stay safe. Both are valid nervous system responses, but they can easily shut down conversation or make someone else feel unheard or attacked, especially if their own triggers are firing at the same time. Then you've got two nervous systems trying to defend themselves, not two people trying to understand each other. And that's when we end up in the classic case of what you heard versus what they said. Because when you're triggered, your brain actually filters what you hear. Someone might say, hey, I wish you told me about this earlier. And what you hear is, you messed up again. That's because triggers are wired to our core stories, those deep, often unconscious beliefs like, I'm not good enough, I'm too much, I'm always the problem. Your brain doesn't just hear the words, it fills in the blank with old pain. That's why two people can have the same conversation and walk away having heard two completely different things. So what do we do about it? The first step is noticing, catching that internal shift before it takes the wheel. It might feel like a drop in your stomach, heat in your chest, or tension in your jaw. That's just your body whispering, hey, something old just poked. If you can pause for even just 5 seconds, you create space between the trigger and your reaction. That's where choice lives. That's where repair begins. So next time, we'll go deeper into that. How to recognize your triggers in the moment and start responding differently. We'll also explore the link between triggers and rejection sensitivity and how understanding that connection can completely change how you show up in your relationships. If this episode hit home, let me know in the comments how triggers show up for you, which of them catch you off guard, and if you're able to pinpoint the origin of your triggers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss episode 3. And remember to pause for at least 5 seconds before you respond. Until next time.